Hello friends, welcome to Suresh Aggarwal's Mathematics Shortcuts. The channel provides you so many different tricks through which you can feel comfortable with basic calculations. And basic calculations, if they are strong, then higher calculations are bound to be strong. One of the very important topics is decimals. And when you are able to handle decimals comfortably, I mean finding the squares of decimals, adding, subtracting, multiplying decimals, even dividing decimals, and then finding the square root of decimals, without long division, then it helps you in building up that speed which is required to crack the competitive exams. And in this video, I am going to take up this amazing topic of finding the square root of perfect square decimal numbers. Very interesting and very important video for all maths lovers. This happens to be from chapter number 6 of our ebook of short tricks, Conquer Decimals. And once you know the tips and tricks, you can definitely conquer the decimals. So let me just tell you a brief about what this trick is all about, and then we will apply it to solve some questions. If you want a compilation of all these short tricks at one place, you need to just send me a message on WhatsApp. This is the WhatsApp number 9896369963, and I'll tell you how to get that nominal costing ebook of short tricks, which contains 350 such amazing tricks. So friends, let's understand the concept of the trick first. To find the square root of a decimal, we first need to understand how the decimal is placed in case of a perfect square decimal number. Like suppose we know that square root of 144 is 12, right? We all know that 12 square is 144. Now what will happen if I have the number 1.44? You can only have a decimal 2 digits from the right hand side of the number. Only then it will be a perfect square number. Now, if there are two decimal places here, since the square root of 144 is 12, square root of 1.44 will be 1.2. So, how many digits will be there in the square root? Half the number of digits in the original number. So, like 1.44 has two decimal places, so the square root of 1.44 will have only one decimal place. Likewise, I am pretty sure you will understand that 0.144 is not a perfect square number. So I can't find the square root of this number because 0.144 is never going to be a perfect square. So not a perfect square. Why so? Because you have 3 digits after decimal and you cannot have odd number of digits after decimal. But if it becomes square root of 0.0144, I can safely write it as 0.12, and you will see 0.12 times 0.12 is 0.0144. And likewise, square root of, how about 14400? Now when you have two zeros at the end of the number, find the square root of this number 12 and put half the number of zeros here. So here we have two zeros, so 1 0 in the answer. Likewise, another one, see, square root of 0.000144. Now see how many digits after decimal? 1 2 3 4 5 6. And so when you pair them up, you will get 3 digits after decimal in the answer. That means 0.012 will be the answer. Now once you start understanding these basic things, you will do the square roots very easily. I'll show you how. Obviously, there are so many different things which help you in getting to the correct answer, which I will demonstrate using some examples now. Now here we have square root of 5.29. First thing is you have two digits after decimal, so I'll pair them up and then 5 will be left alone. Okay. Now 29 ends in 9. Only 3 square it ends in 9, that is 9 itself, and 7 square ends in 9, which is 49, right? So my answer will have either 3 at the end or 7 at the end. Now obviously we will have a decimal here. Now what is the first digit? 5, the number before decimal, is greater than 2 square. So I need a number whose square is very close to this number but less than it. So 2 square is 4, which is less than 5. So this 2 forms the remaining part of my answer. So either my answer is 2.3 or it is 2.7. Now how do I find out which one is the correct one? So I will demonstrate it here, and I will not demonstrate that step for all questions. Okay, so watch. 23 and 27 exactly has 2.5 between them, and this will always be the case. One number will be less than the 0.5 and other one will be more than the 0.5. So in intermediate number will be 0.5 only, and we know 2.5 square is 2 3s are 6.25. Now my number here 5.29 is smaller than 6.25, and while my number is smaller than this, the answer is the smaller one. Had this number been greater than this, my answer would have been the greater one. So what is the answer for the question? It is 2.3. Likewise, see, let's understand it one more time. Here also this is ending in 9, so my answer ends in 3 or answer ends in 7. That is the first thing. 44 is very close to which square? 5 square 25, 6 square 36, 7 square 49. 49 is more, right? So I need 6 square. So this 6 forms the remaining part. So either my answer is 6.3 or 6.7. So I will do 6.5 square. 6 7s are 42 and then 25. Now see 44.25, it is 44.89 is greater than this. So my answer is the greater one. So 6.7 is the answer for the question. See, so many different competencies, they work together, to find the answer. Let's have this question. Ending in 4. So my answer ends in 2 or my answer ends in 8. Because 2 square ends in 4 and 8 square also ends in 4. Now 60. 60 is greater than 7 square, which is 49. So 7.2 or 7.8. So I'll take the middle number 7.5. 7 8s are 56.25. That is the square. My number is greater, so my answer is also the greater one. 7.8 is the square root of the required number. Likewise, here you can see we have 4 digits after decimal, right? And 1 digit before decimal. So first thing is, I'll just forget the decimal, okay? For the last pair, it is ending in 4. So my answer ends in 2 or the answer ends in 8. Already you did it here, right? Now what is the remaining number apart from 64? 116. So 116 is close to 10 square. So 10 is the remaining part, like this. Now where do you put the decimal? 4 digits after decimal means 2 digits after decimal in the square root. So either my answer is 1.02 or my answer is 1.08. Now you need to do the same thing. 1.05 is the intermediate number. So you will find the square of this number using Vedic maths. Compare it to this number. If this number is smaller, then the smaller one is the answer. If this number is greater than this, then the greater one is the answer. For this question, I have already done it for you. This number which you will get is smaller. That means this is greater, and so your answer is 1.08. Now you can pick up the calculators and check your answer. Let's see another one. Here you have 25 at the end. So my answer is going to end in 5 only. There is no more choices, because for 5 the answer will end in 5 only. Now the remaining number 552. I want a number which is greater, which is just below 552, but it is a perfect square. So do you know 23 square 529 is actually very close to 552. So 23 is the remaining part. Now no more options. Here we have 4 digits after decimal, so 2 digits after decimal in the answer. So your answer for the question is 2.35. Now you can do 2.35 times 2.35 on the calculator. You will find that it is 5.5225. Likewise, suppose you have this question, 2 digits after decimal ending in 6. So my answer ends in 4 or my answer ends in 6, and we will have a decimal here because 2 digits after decimal means 1 digit in the answer. Now 2075, 2079 rather, that is very close to 45 square because 45 square is 2025, and so 45 forms the remaining part. So all you have to do is to compare it with 45.5 square now, which will give you the final answer, and you will find that this number will be like 2079.36 will be greater than 45.5 square, and if my number is greater, the answer is the greater one. 45.6 will be your answer for the question. So a little bit of practice and you will see that the method works perfectly well. So friends, I hope you enjoyed this video and you are actually applying them to crack the questions. And very important that you keep on sharing these things with all your friends on your WhatsApp groups and on various social media platforms, so that beauty of Indian mathematics is reached to the masses as well. So friends, if you have not clicked the subscribe button till now, please subscribe the YouTube channel, and along with that you have this bell shaped icon. If you hit the bell icon, you will get all the notifications on your mobile itself. Do practice this amazing square root method for finding the decimal square roots, and let me know in the comments below, did it work for you? All the best.